Greetings, it is I, Foolish. Welcome to the Igloo. I will be your runny nose today. I'm super agitated right now. Someone has inconvenienced me. How dare they? So, thankfully, that has given me so much agitation, I thought I would come down here and use that energy in a transformative manner. Like I do. It's what I do. I went through Reuters. Yes, that's right, new subscribers. I'm not always up BHW's backside. I also do other stuff. Non-political stuff. Silly stuff. At times, interesting stuff, or stuff that at least I find interesting, and I found a buttload on Reuters. The oddly enough section, which I thought was going away years ago, well, because they said so, but it hasn't gone anywhere. It's right there, just waiting. It's a mother load of possible read-ins. The trick I have noticed is not doing the actual read-in. It is figuring out what the question should be based on the information given. So that's a fun little challenge, and I do enjoy it. Let's see what we got. We have Morgan. We have Moody. Let's just get them out. If I were smart, what I would do is pre-shuffle them like Denise over at Spiritual Growth Tarot. I watched a couple of her videos, and I'm still agitated, so I'm taking that as a message that it's time for me to do a whole bunch of videos for all 77 of you, 78. Regardless, I'm glad you're here. Here's a story that I thought was hilarious, because I would. Here's a story right up my alley. It really hit home. Iron Crotch Kung Fu. 300 years old tradition. Forgive me for my mispronunciation in advance. The Juntun Martial Arts Academy. Iron Throat, Iron Head, Iron Chest, Iron Back. These are also other things that they do there. Here's the basic premise of the training. They have this ridiculously gigantic log on chains that they just kind of hit you with. And the idea is to take hits to weak areas while using Qigong techniques to inure oneself. I kind of dig that. I'm interested in all the different ways the spiritual practitioners, like their different aesthetics practices. Like here in America, we have that too, but it's just called chronic illness. This martial arts guy, is concerned. He's a master. And I'm not going to try to say his name. You're welcome. I'm trying to show some respect. He's concerned because this tradition had 80, and now only 5 people are interested in ramming a gigantic log into their nethers, or their throat, their head, their chest, their backs. Weird, right? Like, why wouldn't anybody sign up for that? He claims that this has no effect on fertility, and in fact it doesn't hurt, probably because of the Qigong techniques. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but that don't take that as a sign of disrespect. I think it's one of my favorite practices. Obviously, not enough to actually go find out whether I'm pronouncing it correctly or to learn from an instructor, but it was actually on my list before the you know what he hit and all the places closed down to keep people safe. So it's on my list for when I re-enter the world. Or perhaps maybe I could just watch a few YouTube videos about it. I mean, I'm ridiculous. Enough about me. Let's talk about hitting people in the crotch with this gigantic log. Now, this is not a story that I anticipate having a lot of catty commentary for, because I really respect aesthetic practices. I do. Even when it's hitting some dude in the ding ding. I mean, it's not like I haven't laughed at it, and I will continue to do so. You know, I know me. But this is a life-affirming practice that the concept behind it is what I'm digging, all right? Today, we're going to use Bonefire because to me, it's like a life-affirming story. It's not like surveilling a celebrity that's recently been accused of some terrible things, or making fun of, I don't know, the death of someone. And I'm getting to that, believe me. And I don't even feel terrible about it. Let's do this. I guess my question, I can understand why this master is concerned. I love evolution. I love adaptation. I love new stuff. I love old things dying to make room for new things. But I don't love when, like when the last Navajo code talker died. I didn't love that. I don't love it when languages like strange, obscure languages die out. I don't love that. I don't. Because regardless of how much culture advances or evolves, there's a lot of things in culture that shouldn't, right? Causes damage to people, makes you an asshole. But I got a soft spot for like language and tradition. I know, it's weird, right? Not so much religion, but like a lot of times the practices around a religion. I just feel like it's kind of a shame for it to die out. You know, at least do like a documentary on it or something, or like if they could, I don't know if they're still giving like Lakota Sioux language classes. But if they could even just document it on film so that the entire thing could be preserved, I'd be really happy with that. So, no, this isn't going to be a catty reading. I got plenty of those ahead of me. Trust me. Good to just see if this iron crotch tradition will survive. I mean, I see the value in it, but I would, you know, my internal war chief is almost always on duty, and I know a lot of people ascribe these kind of things to like the ego and stuff, but I almost feel like it comes from a different place. I feel like, and this is not to justify any damage that we do to each other, but I am a huge fan of resilience and using struggle as a way to become stronger and to burn off, you know, one of my favorite things about powerlifting, I did that for 8 years. Like, I could almost feel the parts of myself that could be insulted or upset or take things personally or convince me to be weak or to be small. I could almost feel those parts of myself like burning off, as though I was in a fire and I was like molten or shedding a skin, like just burning stuff off of me that I had picked up along the way. That was one of my favorite things about it, and I feel like perhaps this practice to me appears the same. So let's just find out if this guy is going to find enough people to take a log in the junk to keep this tradition alive. I mean, I'm sure they're lining up around the corner. Am I right? We have two guys. These are stuck together. Bonefire and I are still in our... This is a really sticky deck. I'm going to treat these as pop-outs. Because once again, I'm not above cheating. I cheat. I cheat all the time down here. Unfortunately, I'm also being watched. Huh. Are we going to find enough people to take a log in the ding-ding? Bonefire, right in the jewels. Are we going to find enough people to do it? Three cards. I forgot to announce that, I guess. I mean, I definitely see the value in willingly and consciously exposing ourselves to discomfort. I mean, that's the whole of the Buddhist, you know, is just sitting with discomfort. And again, one of my favorite mottos is, I can't remember who said it. I'm going to look it up and I will credit it below when I find it. One of my favorite, it's become like a credo to me, is if you make friends with pain, you'll never be alone. I'm going to take 2 more cards. That guy looks like he just got hit in the ding-ding, actually. He doesn't look like he's digging it. Okay. Bonefire and I will continue to work together and maybe get these unstuck. I should probably review Denise's shuffling guide, the Spiritual Growth Tarot Denise. She also does this thing where she just like, you know, mashes them around. Maybe I should do that. It's okay, Bonefire. Listen, that's not about you, baby. I'm the one who's responsible. I don't want you talking to those two. I'll set you over here. Those two are bad news. You stay away from them. All right. Yeah, he definitely looks like he got kicked in the dick. Look at that. Okay. You know what's funny about denim jackets? Pro tip. You know those old, the geezers that watch me, particularly if you were of the metalhead variety in the 80s, just say, like, hypothetically, I know you were too young for that, but you know those Levi's denim jackets that were like 100% denim, whatever? Those things would get so freaking cold. I don't even think they work very well. And if they got wet, you can forget it. This one's like is an actual girl's jacket. It's stretchy and I like it. And it's actually warmer, maybe because it has something other than just denim. It's bringing more than just denim to the table. Excuse me, I'm just going to have to leaf through and look for temperance because I'm still, you know, me. Let's take a look. Let me just look at this card really quickly. What the hell is going on? Man, I love this deck. Oh, it has the number right there. I think Bonefire and I need to spend a little more time together. All right, temperance. Iron crotch. Oh, the Wang clan. Am I right? Right in the dingus. All right. Temperance. Moderation. Avoiding extremes. Healthy self-restraint. And that speaks completely to the whole thing about ramming a log right into your log. Am I right? Systemic harmony. Alignment. Striking the right balance. Especially if you named your junk right balance. Mixing or merging things together to create something new. All right. Actually, you know what? That would actually kind of help if they were to... I mean, I'm not saying have a live DJ. But I wonder if, like, there's a way to honor the tradition, but just mix in a little teeny weeny, something a little modern. I'm not saying, I mean, that would, like, if you were to create an emoji just for this, you know, make it at least a little fun, draw the kids in. A clown, I don't know. Six of Swords. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, that's really beautiful. These cards, I'm telling you, these are coming upstairs with me. All right. Six of Swords. In transition. Passage. Not there yet. On a journey. Moving from unsettled to settled. Turmoil to calm. Chaos to stability. Partial knowledge to full understanding. I don't acknowledge these words. Taking what you've learned or your current beliefs with you as you move forward. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, Six of Cups. I mean, I'm down here in gloves, people. I was actually thinking about relocating my filming situation. Hiding in the bathroom, maybe. Doing readings on the back of my toilet. I'm sure you'd love to see that. Although, that'd be kind of funny, right? Just a little bit. Six of Cups. Oh, interesting. Nostalgia, past time, seem more happy and simple. Good memories. Good memories of getting hit in the junk. Oh, man. You know, I remember when I was just... I'd have to walk uphill both ways in the snow just to get a log jammed into my room. All right. Childhood memories. It seems like old times. It seems like just yesterday I was learning how to get hit square in the penile. Pure and simple, which, I mean, honestly, I don't know what's more pure and simple than what they're doing. And I'm not just kidding. I mean, like, using breathing techniques to withstand something that would normally be painful. They swear it's not. They swear it doesn't hurt if you do it right. And then he's like, oh, in the interview, he was like, oh, and then it just, afterwards you just feel so good. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you stop ramming that thing into your junk. Of course it feels good. Okay. 6 of Cups, let's finish. Honest, kind, good intentions. Trusting or trustworthy. Sharing. Yeah, like a tradition. All right. Now this guy's next door, and he is super not happy. He looks very forlorn. Sir, did it hurt? Did it hurt way more than you thought it would? Oh, there's my... Like, every card has bones and fire on it. Every single one. This one's my favorite set of bone and fire, though, because it's got the... It's super red, and then it goes up to the yellow. That's my favorite. I actually do have a favorite set of Hot Rod Flames. Because I'm ridiculous. Okay, oh dear. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Guy's sad. 5 of Cups. Grief, sorrow, mourning a loss. Disappointment, regret, or upset about a past occurrence. Crying over spilt milk. Well, if you spilt milk during that, buddy, there are clubs for that. Depression, prolonged gloom. When you focus on the... I'm just going to go through and censor the... and I'm also going to cross out synergy if I see that one more time for realsies. Page of Coins. Oh... Hey kid, you want to talk about squeezing some lemons? Page of Coins. Starting a new project or job. A new investment, venture, or financial opportunity. A new health-related regimen. Beginning to turn your dream into a reality. Considering whether or not something is practical or feasible. Well, alright, now listen. Education, tradition, honor, right? Sad that it might not be passed forward. Maybe a new project. Maybe, well, I mean, technically it is a health-related regimen, right? The way that he described it. So I think Bonefire's on. I think Bonefire's on it. Also, a message about finance, health, employment, or real estate or home. Maybe word gets out. Because, there's... Listen, everybody loves to be a badass. The problem is, though, is... when you love to be a badass, but you're not willing to do what a badass does. I think that is... There's a lot of that going around. This would... I mean, how many, like... For you young people, you young'uns... Sitting among someone who gets slammed in the pelvis by a gigantic log, and he still walks around talking about it. I mean, that, that speaks a lot to the Qigong. Oh, we're taking a picture of this. That speaks a lot to that discipline. And just imagine, like, hanging out with some dude who, he's meeting everybody for dinner or gaming or whatever, and he walks in, he's just like, yeah, hey, by the way, my log took, like, 10 slams today by a giganticer log, like a much bigger log. There was a battle of logs today. I was hoping that a wands card would come up, because that would have been hilarious. And this is why we don't include Bonefire on the caddy readings. It's just, Bonefire just doesn't have it within it. So that's my reading on gigantic logs punching people in the wee-wee. And I will see you at another time.